So the movie starts and we see that there is a small child whose parents had died. He was very depressed and went to his grandmother's house. His name is Sam, but he was very sad because he still missed his parents a lot. Her grandmother was very loving and caring who took great care of Sam, but still Sam was not adjusting there. So her grandmother tells her that it is okay. I will bring you so much. You can play with him, make him your friend, talk to him all your heart. And then in a few days, his grandmother gives him a mouse. That is, a rat. Sam was very happy to find that rat and spent most of his time with it. He always used to tell his grandmother how much fun grandma rats live. No, they jump and keep playing their case point. One day, Sam is playing in his room. He has a switch on the outside with the mouse looking at it. The sound of the switch was very strange. So at the same time, Sam's grandmother's health also starts to deteriorate a lot, but soon becomes normal. She tells Sam that let son come out, and then they both want to shop in a grocery store. When Sam is away from them for a while, he is approached by a lady who is actually West. She gives the chocolate to Sam. It was the same visage that was looking at their house that day. She tells Sam that dear children come here. She was doing it under her control, i.e. hypnotizing her, and that which also had a strange snake near her. But then Sam's grandmother gets free, and she gives a voice to Sam. And seeing them, Sam starts running towards them, and the witch quickly leaves from there when they come home. Sam tells his grandmother that the woman in the Dottie Chan store was talking very strangely. She was giving me handmade chocolate that morning and was telling me that listen to me. She did not even have a snake. Why do we forbid you not to take anything from anyone? Because someone may have mixed something in it, and the biggest thing is if it was a witch, why take it? Are you sure he's stalking you? Let me tell you a story from my childhood. When I was 10 years old and I had a friend. Both of us were going somewhere, but suddenly my friend disappeared on the way, and when I saw you, this strange woman was giving her chocolate. The woman was a pitch, but let's say the witch's head. So I took my friend and went from there, and the next day when I was getting my pony from my mother, I saw whether my friend turned into a chicken hand in front of my eyes. This witch had done some magic on him, or maybe there was something in the chocolate that he had eaten. So for this reason, I have stayed away from these witches since childhood, and you too should not take anything from them and stay away from them as soon as someone comes to tell me. Sam's grandmother tells him that, son, we will leave soon because our house has come under the eye of witches, and they attack the poor first. A little ahead of his house was a 5-star hotel, where he was the chef head of the Grandma Guy kitchen, but he got along very well with the manager of the hotel. She asks him to take a small room for her. The manager of the hotel was a good man. Grandmother and Samus move into the hotel. They could go wherever they wanted, but a strange thing happens that very soon a lot of witches come to that hotel because they have a meeting and then they have to have dinner from the luxurious. Enough, sir, witches? It was more fashionable. She comes there and meets the manager and tells him that you know who we are. Give us a big room for a meeting. In fact, they have a plan that we will kidnap all the children or give them such chocolates in which we will have a magical potion, and after eating it, all the children will turn into animals because our lucky children are very bad and they do not care. Now we have so much time to be on this world that if we choose bad children, we will target all the children. The crime takes place, and Sam is talking to his grandmother. It's raining outside. Sam says how Grandma John Witches looks like. Then her grandmother says that her son's fingers are very long. His nails are very dirty. That's why my son wears gloves. They don't even have good hair. That's why she wears big hats, and hearing these things was very scary because there was fun outside. Now it's morning, so Sam was getting poor, so he takes his pet mouse and goes into a hole to play. But then they all go there who had come there to hold a meeting. Sam gets scared seeing them and hides there. Those biggest witches start smelling her, but if they don't see her anywhere, they start their meeting. Now all the witches were sitting on this chair, and in front of them was the biggest witch. It's one of them. She takes out the potion and says that it is a magical potion. If you put a drop of it in some candy, then that candy will have this effect. That is, it will make children immortal. This will have an impact. She starts telling more about him, that only then he smells of beans again. She starts smelling the stage, and during this time her cobra, and its shape was looking very dirty and funny. After all, the biggest witch that was, she throws the stage up, but there is no one under the stage. But behind him there was a window for ventilation where he saw Sam. He starts holding her, and then a healthy child comes there because there was a guest there. Services goes towards him and grabs him. She was very fond of eating and drinking, so it's very happy to see from the witches that we can drop it like this, and she gives her the same chocolate in which they mix that potion. The child immediately eats the chocolate, and then turns into a small rat, and the witch herself starts to get scared after seeing the rat, and is about to kill him by looking under her heels. Only then Sam comes out of the ventilation window and takes the rat with him, but Sam had made a mistake by doing this because Sam veshes and catches her. They then put a drop of the potion in his ear, which turns Sam into a rat. Now Sam the rat and that healthy baby rat immediately run away from there, and with him Sam's stomach rat is also there. So we get to know that she was a child, and she was also made a rat by feeding chocolate to Vig. So all three of them become very good friends, and they say that we will definitely take thin because of these. He goes to his grandmother from foreign and tells them that witches made us rats. Grandma Chan says that her grandmother made my children rats of such tasting witches. I will definitely tell them. Now Sam tells his grandmother Chan that a funny thing is that there are witches living in the Zeiss room. His balcony is visible from our balcony. So Dottie John gets an idea, and she says that I am not knitting a sock. I will make you sit in it and send you down. You steal her potion, and I'll fix you too. So that's what she does. Dottie John puts her grandson Sam in that sock, and then starts lowering. Sam is very scared of that witch. But that witch is not there. Then Sam picks up the porcupine from foreign and comes back to the sock. Now her grandmother is pulling socks in glory. She sees through them and grabs the socks noisily. So Sam's grandmother says, "Leave, that I was knitting this sock and it fell down from me. So I'm just pulling it back up." So she says how, and she's going to check the sock, and if she sees it, she'll kill poor Sam Turtle. But then there's the better manager, because of which she leaves the sock. The potion had come to Dottie Chan on Abu. She gives him a plate and dips those rats in it again and again. But does that nutrition have any effect? Because that nutrition could turn humans into animals, not animals back into human form. So why don't we put this same potion in the soup of the thieves that she's going to drink today? Anyway, you can go to the kitchen, or else Dottie John says, "Wow, children, what an idea," and then takes those 3 rats and that potion in her bag and goes to the kitchen where the soup of the witches is being prepared, and she puts that potion in it. So while doing this, the hotel manager sees Dottie John, and he says that the rats are yours. They should not be brought to the kitchen, right? If you have a stomach, you have done a very dirty act. Then Dottie says that the rats are not mine. Check everything. Dottie has hidden those rats in the corner of her bag, so when I check the things in her room, she does not find rats anywhere. She is very embarrassed. It means that manager gets scared and says, "Keep the lady host what happened if you have dinner with me. I'm sorry from you." Dottie John succeeds in her plan here, and on the contrary, she also gets to eat, and then it's time to give it to them. Those soup witches had made just for themselves, and it was going to be a better thing that they would become rats themselves just by drinking the soup that as soon as the witches drink dry. All the witches turn into rats, seeing which the grandmother is very happy, and I was also having a lot of fun. All the workers and grandmothers there themselves start killing those rats. But one bad thing happened here, that grand witch had not even tested that soup, because of which she does not turn into a rat. Then all 3 of them set a trap. With great cunning give her fingers in that trap, so that the witch starts screaming. Then they quickly put the porcupine in her mouth. And now she had also become a rat, but a little bigger than the rest of the rats, and they all lock it in a glass cup. And then there's Grandma. They put a cat in front of that witch rat, and do not know whether that cat will attack and kill that rat or eat it. Grandma is very happy now. The 3 of them put the rats in their bags and come out of that hotel, because they are not in any danger of anything right now. That he could have stayed at home. Outside, we see that the parents of that healthy child are very worried about where our son went. But his mother was very bad. She never loved her son, and when her son is speaking in the voice of a rat, she gets scared and says, "Brother, keep it to yourself. I will not keep it." That rat also says that, "Let's go, okay. I got your friends," and thankfully they got out of it, and Dottie John brings those 3 rats with her and feeds them, and all the 3 rats were very happy with their life and becoming new friends, and Dottie John also took care of them very much. The funny thing was that those 3 rats never wanted to be human anymore. They used to enjoy, play, running, and Dottie John was also happy to see them. And with this, the funny and happy ending of this movie is done. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching.